everybody, it's Mischievous Mel live from Rockwell, Unscene Music Magazine and Tattoo.com. And I am on the Sunset Strip at the Whiskey A Go-Go with the one and only Scattered Hamlet. Woo! Okay, I'm going to go around the group and I'm going to ask you your name and what you do, okay?
My name is Adam, and I like to party.
And what do you do in the band, Adam?
Party.
And you, sir?
I'm a Chicago bootlegger, and I love weed.
Fantastic. I bet you're going to say hookers, right? Can I say it for you?
No. My name's Jake, and I also like to party. He doesn't think so, but it's true.
I know for a fact.
He says I don't like to party, but I like to party more than he does.
There's a story behind that, and I'm going to get it before this is done. I promise you that.
My name is Rich, and I know for a fact that he does not like to party.
I love to party. We also play instruments.
And I'm Mischievous Mel, and I like to be annoying and in your face. So we're here to talk about Scattered Hamlet music, and your tour, and your ink. And don't be scared if I ask somebody to get negative. Just show us ink, of course. So, it's my go. Okay, we're going to start with you, Adam. Can you tell me about tour so far?
Well, we've been out. It's almost been like 7 weeks right now, so we're a little delirious and probably think we're funnier than we are. But this last night, we're really happy to finish up here at the Whiskey. It's always a humbling place. It's it's world famous. A lot of rock and roll history. So it's a good place to end the tour. I'll be going home tomorrow, and we're ready to do this. So.
Fantastic. Can you tell me your best part of tour?
Honestly, it's when we had a day off in Nashville and we met a bunch of WWE wrestlers and got drunk with them.
No way, which ones?
Victor from the Ascension and Heath Slater. We met Seth Rollins and then Simon Gotch from the Vaudeville showed up later in the evening. Oh, and Mojo Rawley. Yeah, we got really drunk with those guys. That was awesome. Not just Seth Rollins didn't want to get drunk with us, which is fine. Whatever.
Well, then I won't tell you that I've been on the Y2J, hockey jersey and would have sold my soul for it, but that's another story completely. Anyways, yes, WWE.
That was pretty sweet.
And your tour story.
That one would be hard to top. We did go at one point, actually, another day off, of course. We got to go to a Kiss show, and I got to hold Gene Simmons' bass. Played one of our songs on it. It was righteous.
That's kind of epic, huh? That's got to be like surreal. Fuck epic. I mean,
it was cool holding Richard Simmons, Jesus Christ. Gene Simmons' bass and Paul Stanley's guitar. We learned a lot of tricks from them, but my favorite part was actually when I threw a live chicken on Rich in his bed when he was sleeping. That was pretty sweet. Yeah. That happened.
I would ask you where you found live chickens on the tour, so I'm gonna get back to you. Where did you find a live fucking chicken?
We're staying on my aunt's house because Quiet Riot canceled the show. Boo. We didn't have a show that day, so we went to my aunt's and she had chickens in the yard and Rich was asleep and there was of course live chickens. I've seen Rocky, so I caught the chicken and I went in Rich's room, released the chickens.
So be careful when you're out with this band because you could get a live chicken thrown at you. And your favorite part of tour?
I mean, how can I top that?
Right?
Nah, probably a day off at my parents' place. We wrecked their jet skis and got drunk. That was pretty awesome. We did play shows too. That happened. They were cool, but when we got drunk with wrestlers, so.
I was gonna say, as epic as your days off sound, because I'm gonna just do a hey, let's go party with Scattered Hamlet tour myself. Fuck the music, but for people that have not seen you, who wants to describe the experience of a Scattered Hamlet show? We'll go with you.
It's the Hillbilly Side So Extravaganza, as we call it, and we just drink a lot and play loud. And we rock every time.
That is very well said. How would you add anything to that?
Yeah, sometimes we played it at, what was the festival we played at? Loco Fest. Oh, yeah. And I led off Hillbilly Pyrotechnics after the Kiss show. That was pretty sweet too. I made my guitar shoot smoke. That was awesome because that's what Space Ace would do.
So can I ask you with things like that?
Us. It doesn't mean we're gonna answer.
Oh, you'll tell me because it's just between me, you, and everybody else listening. I can keep a secret. Not. But have you ever been banned from anywhere due to the way that you guys perform or things that happen?
We've had people not ask us back. Very rarely, though. It's usually jabroni and promoters that don't get it anyway. But, usually, so...
Place in El Paso we're not allowed back to, in El Paso.
Oh, yeah. That is right. I did threaten that guy. That did happen.
He was a complete jabroni, so... What are you gonna
there's
do?
a few places. But for the most part, we really are very respectful folks, and and do it. But, comes to a fix, we're not afraid to throw down.
So you throw chickens, you party with wrestlers, and you get kicked out of Mexico?
No, this is
Pretty much.
This didn't happen. This didn't happen on this tour. This was a while ago. So I mean, for the most part, we get along with everybody all the time because we just like to have fun. But if you cross us, well, I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to cross them, but I am going to ask them about their ink. So who wants to go first? Because we all got some here.
Duke's a hazard for life.
That's actually pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know.
As long as you don't have a picture of Boss Hogg instead of...
This is my relatives have been in Greene County since 1797, and that Greene County is the southernmost southwestern corner of Pennsylvania on the West Virginia border on the Mason-Dixon line. So that's my home tattoo. I got "Not all those who wander are lost." It's a Lord of the Rings quote. I've got a gun, and then I have a knife. So I'm always ready for a gun or a knife fight. See how that works. And, a lot of punk rock stuff. I have my buck knife tattooed on me. Got Misfits, Black Flag. I got a little bit of everything. I got sailor swallows on my back. I got all kinds of stuff.
No Hello Kitty?
No, nothing like that. But I might have something. I have a fishing hook.
Do you have an artist that you particularly go to, or just whoever?
Yeah, Steve Witt at 402 Tattoo in Bentleyville, Pennsylvania, does a lot of all of our stuff. But I've collected a lot of other things too. Like this was from Suicidal Tendencies Tattoo. It just depends how old they are. It just I've had them from different places. One was from Old Soul and Cannonsburg. There's I have like swallows you can kind of see and stuff. So yeah, they're all over the place.
Your turn.
All right, Steve Witt did the typo negative tattoo right there. And he's one of my favorite bands, And then my boy in Providence, Rhode Island, Scott Davey, Two Fly Tattoos, his shop. He did the GNR tattoo, and this is the newest one I got. And I'm still young, so I'm working on more ink right now.
I was going to say, that looks pretty fresh. How old is that?
I'd say 4 months now.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's why it's still shiny.
Yeah,
I just want to
absolutely.
grab at it.
Yeah, he did a great job. Thank you, Scott.
And you're going to get some more. You say, do you have any idea of what you want, or are you still working on that?
I got a whole idea for this, but it's a whole lot of shit that I don't really want to explain right now. But this is going to be a full cover sleeve right here.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, your turn. Do you want to tell me about your ring?
Pretty much, like 90% of my tattoos are just band tattoos. This entire arm is all punk rock bands. Actually, 3 out of the 4 of us have Misfits tattoos. Rancid, Pennywise, Bad Religion. This actually I just got done on this tour. By Steve Witt at 402 Tattoo. He's done most of these. It's a band called None More Black, punk rock band. It's not Christopher Walken. Black Flag, and then that's Lawrence Arms, another punk rock band. This is actually my favorite soccer team, which these guys all think is lame, but I grew up in Ireland, so they could suck it. This is Manchester United. Yeah, I got like oh yeah. Yeah, it's just the devil and their name of the team. But yeah, and I think I've got a Hatebreed tattoo on my chest. And I could show you if you want. Yeah. I got that done a couple years ago. It's pretty much all band tattoos, except for one on my leg and one on my back. That's pretty much it. I like music a whole lot.
Fantastic. And you?
I got this one on my wrist. It lets me get backstage at the Whiskey A Go-Go at any time. It looks like it's just a smudge stamp, but it's not, I promise. I also have Macho Man Randy Savage here. Because this is what accessed us to the wrestler world. That sentence made a lot of sense. Basically that's pretty awesome. This was done an Idle Time tattoo in Tulsa by a guy named Brando, who I believe actually no longer works there, but I'm sure he's at some shop in Tulsa or the area. I got Leviathan over here. This was done some time ago in Louisville, Kentucky, 7 or 8 years ago. All right, and then I got, it's not a frostworm, and I got the Misfits, the Fiend Skull, whatever you want to call it, the Crimson Ghost.
And you got one more.
Yeah, and I got this one back here. This is the Leviathan cross. This goes with Leviathan.
All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up, but I got to say one more thing. I love the way that the tattoos are incorporated with the music. We just did Hatebreed.
Oh, yeah?
By did them, I mean interviewed, but, whatever. Any takers, yeah, right? And I love the fact that you have typo negative, because fuck yeah. and in WWE. So that is awesome. And even more awesome if these guys are going to take the stage and they're going to blow the skin right off my fucking bones and bend my toenails back or something. So be sure to check them out, and we will see you at a show soon.
We're Scattered Hamlet, and you're watching Tattoo.com.